Okay, spoiler alert. I'm warning you now. For those of you who stayed to the end of the video, I have a very special treat for you. And it's not English breakfast tea. So you have to hang in there, ideally subscribe, hit the notification bell, and do all of that, and look for all the links that I have down below, because I have some great links, even some from Amazon that may be of use to you in your home and whatever, if you're into Amazon Prime and all that kind of stuff. There are links down there for discounts. So at any rate, hang in there. We've got a good video coming up for you today. Oh, hi. I'm just here trying to decide, how do I want this thing to look? Do I want this to be the top? Or do I want this to be the top? And I can see, knowing that we are about to take this down to size here and here, that we're going to probably need to take it off from here. This is going to become the top. So I'm going to put top, bottom, or back is probably a better word. That way we don't get confused later on and make a mistake that we absolutely do not want to make. Now, I'll show you a neat trick with this in a second, but it's going back into here. Oh, can't have this in the way. It's really a good day. It's bright and sunny here. That's unusual in and of itself. And I'll just set this back on the table. And there we are. And now I have to talk about these two big pancakes. But first, let's roll the intro. Hi, I'm Monty McKinnon, and I'm delighted that you're here. What I want to show you here are the two radius discs. This disc is for the back, and this is for the top. I know that so that I won't get confused. I write the word back on here, and I write the word top on here. The back side of this is flat, as it is on this one as well. But this is an 18-foot radius. That means it's caved this way. And it would be the same thing as if we took a string out 18 feet and drew a line like this with it. What do I have here that I could show you? I don't have anything on hand that I could show you that. But you can see the arch from my fingertips is much greater than if I just did this. This has got far more arch to it. And that would become the top. And so the top is the long one with a very gradual change to it. The back is more of a sharper turn. So this again is like this, flat on the back, and we are about to use the back. So I think what we're going to do is put the back on first, and the reason I think we're going to do that is because we haven't made the top yet. But I want to get the back and show you how we're going to bring the guitar down, and then we'll bring the guitar down on the front. So here we go. I need the glasses because I'm going to show you something really neat here. I have 3 blocks, I have a pencil, and I have it taped to the end. I'm coming around here so that you can get a really good look at this. This is going to sit right like that, right up against there. And when that does, it's going to mark the exact spot where we need to cut the back. So let's go back here, no pun intended, and I'll show you how this works. This is really neat. Now, this doesn't work too well because we've got the top up here and the back, and we can't get at the back. So what we're going to do is loosen this off. I'm going to raise this up. No, I'm not. I'm going to turn it over. which is what I normally do. I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to bring that in there. Okay, so this is the back side of the guitar. Now, let me show you one more thing here, because it's awkward not having somebody to do a close-up for me. Can you see I've got up arrows marked on that? These blocks, they're just simply pine. They're exactly the same size. Exactly. I have tape on them just to prevent any slippage. And here's what we're going to do. We're putting these blocks under here. And it doesn't matter which one we put where. And this block is going here, as long as we have them both pointing up. And then this is going to sit like this and like this. All right, it's elevated, it's off the radius dish. Now, what I want to do is I want to get my ruler here, because I just want to check to make sure I am in about the same. I've got 2 inches there. No, I'm not. I've got about 2 1/4, so this can move this way just a hair. Yeah, 2 1/4. 2 1/2. That's pretty good. That's not going to be a problem. Okay, now we know that this pencil right here on this tip is exactly the same height as this. So if I take this pencil and I draw a line, I know you can't see what I'm doing here because I'm on the back side, but I'm coming around to your side now. Okay, here we come. Now watch this. This is just going in here. Pardon my back. Let me get around this side. I'm coming from the front. And you can see this is going with the this block here is going with the curvature of this. So I just draw that line. Right around, and I come right to the back, and it's pretty darn good. All right, there we have it. Okay, so what we do now is we get rid of those blocks. Remember, these blocks are exactly the same size as the pencil tip. The tip of the pencil lines up again with these blocks right at the top. Now, what I can do at this point is I turn this over, and you'll see there's a line right around here. It goes all the way around the side. It's pretty close. It's not 100%, but it's close enough to get me down to here and to here. And I'm going to show you now what we do with that. I will pull out a chisel, and I'm going to use the 3/4 inch chisel. Keep my chisel sharp. Now this is what I'm doing. This is the front of the guitar. This is the back. Okay? So this is going to be sitting like this. This is how we're playing it, right? So there we go. And just I like to get this down just a little further. Change chisels. Not happy, I'll leave that one out. It's not quite as sharp as I would like. Nor is this one. Seems my tools have somehow become dark. On the dark side, they're not sharp enough. Oh, there we go. Now, the reason for this is so when I'm planing this down to size, I don't cut into this and chip it all the way down. So I do the same thing on this side. In fact, oh yeah, this is literally almost there. Okay, so I've got that down so it's just about perfect. It's just coming down to those blocks. Turn it around, come back in from the other side, and that seems to want to skate, so we're going to stop that right now. No more skating here, it's not hockey season. All right. All right, that's better. Some folks were writing me, asking me how I was going to do this. Now you know the answer. And you won't believe what's coming next, because I have these dishes. I have another set of those with sandpaper on them. And that's a whole lot of fun. All right, that's pretty close. I'm not going to keep you while I just do this, because there are more exciting things for both you and I to be doing. Now I get out my plane, and I'm going to simply plane around here. Now, I'm going to take this down to the line, meeting this block. So I've got I've got quite a bit to go here. This is going to take a little bit of time. Now, something I want to warn you about. Sometimes the wood changes. In other words, it's nice and smooth cutting this way, and the cutter is going fairly well. And if I come back this way, I'm maybe coming against the grain and it might get a little chatter. So you may have to find that when you're in one area, it's going just hunky-dory. And then when you come to another area, it's not working quite as well as you would like. And so you come back from the other direction. So you may be going this way a part of it and coming back this way on part of it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that taken down so that you can see where we're at, and then how I'm going to finish this to make sure that this side is level with this side. Otherwise you have a guitar that's cockeyed, and you don't want that. You want it nice and even on both sides. So yeah, there's a whole lot of work going in on this, and what we'll do right now is we'll make sure we've got this thing well tensioned up at the top here. So I'll put a brace in here, and that will help stabilize exactly what we're doing. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to break it. That's not going anywhere. That's nice and solid. It fits the form. It's all good. I've got the form clamped here to the bench. I'm going to get rid of the dish in just a minute. And then what I'll do is I'll just carry on. Now, I can tell already that this is going extremely well. And this is going to transfer the radius that we had on the dish to this side. So it's all good. It's terrific. And we're working on the back. And then what we're going to do is we'll put the linings on here. And then once we've got the linings on here, in fact, even before we do the linings, what I'll do is I'll put this down to size, I'll turn it over, we'll do the top side, I'll put the linings on, and then we'll look at putting the back on. So until we get there, by the way, this is almost down to size, but this isn't. And this is, you know what I said about the grain? This is giving me, don't force it. Just go nice and easy with it. You want this thing smooth, and I've got something, must be a knot in there or something. Let's see if we can do it the other way. This is no, there's too much chatter that way. I can feel the tool grabbing. Yeah. Just one little area here. Just wants to be stubborn. Okay. And we've got something right up in here too. So that means I'm going to get the chisel out for this. And we're going to take that down a little more by hand. Oh yeah, that's way better. This is a fun hobby, folks. You really want to get a part of this. All right, I'm going to leave it there for now, but there's a special surprise waiting for you right at the end of this video, and I'm going to have my cup of English breakfast tea right now because that's the right thing to do, absolutely the right thing to do. Oh my goodness. You know, this is so good, I may just have to sell my grandkids. I think there's times when my children would agree with that scenario. As you parents all well know, don't we? It's always a struggle until you get there. There you go, it's great. All right, so now, as promised, I have a very special little treat for you waiting, and it'll be at the end. It's gonna follow me right here, right now. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now because the treat is about to follow. See you in the next video. Bye for now.
You should be so proud.
Hey, how we doing? Good. Can we get some coffee?
We certainly can.
All right, let's do a coffee, and maybe we'll just give it a go.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's do it. Is that, I drink out of this?
Yeah.
Really?
It looks nice.
Wow, I've never seen this before.
It's a whole lifestyle sort of thing. They have like all their accessories kind
Okay.
of thing. So.
I like that.
And that's for you, Gabriel, for after. Thank you, sir.
All right, here we go. Wow. Man, that's like chewing on the wet end of a paintbrush. Now this is a sophisticated English breakfast decaf, which is a gentleman's drink.
Now that speaks volumes. Wow, how good is that? Well, I did it. I had the coffee, and I prefer the English breakfast tea. Sorry, that's just the way it is. All the way. Now we need a little biscuit with the English breakfast tea, would make it perfect. Anyway, let's leave it there for now. Anybody for coffee? Oh, not a chance. Not when you got English breakfast tea. That is the way to enjoy a day.